Good morning everyone! Today's video I'm going to share with you 5 ways to add warmth or coziness to your space. Starting off with number 1 is adding patterns into your space. Now admittedly I used to be a person who was not a big fan of patterns. However, over the last several years I've introduced a lot of different patterns specifically in my textiles, and I will not go back. Patterns break up the space for the eye and give it something interesting to focus on. I also feel that well-placed patterns can help ground a space or highlight a particular part of your room that you would like to show off. Some of my personal favorite patterns are stripes, dainty florals, window pane, houndstooth. There are just so many beautiful options, and sometimes you can automatically think of patterns as extremely busy and overwhelming, but I think if you do a pattern in a more neutral or muted color, especially if you're not typically a fan of patterns, that can make it a little bit more digestible on your palette. And you also don't have to introduce them necessarily in a big way. Some of the ways I like to add patterns to my spaces are curtains, throw pillows, blankets or quilts. However, I've also brought it into places like my artwork. So if you want to introduce patterns but you're not quite sure how to do it, or you're getting used to them, I would say bring them in a smaller, more muted color at first and then see how you like it, and then you can go from there. Also, do not be afraid to mix patterns. Patterns actually tend to work really well together as long as you're sticking to a color family or a palette. Number 2 is layers. Layered lighting, layered decor. If you follow home content, you have probably seen things like lamp o'clock or no big lights after 7 p.m. The reason for this is that switching from one main overhead light to several lamps or candles instantly creates a warmer, cozier space. A room looks completely different with one harsh overhead light compared to layered lighting, because those smaller lights tend to diffuse a soft glow throughout the space. There's a reason a lot of restaurants don't use main overhead lights and actually use dimmable lights, and it's because of the feeling and the environment it creates. There's just something about soft glow throughout a room that makes a space feel a little bit more intimate, and that inherently creates coziness. Layered decor, on the other hand, works by really creating depth. Single placed decor items can kind of blend in with your flat surfaces, whereas grouping items or layering items can help create differences in height and just fill in your space better. I also feel like this approach to styling gives your home a more lived-in feel, which I think people are gravitating more towards now. We are moving away from the ultra-modern, almost museum-like home where you look at it but you don't touch it, which I'm happy we're getting away from that. If that's your style, that is okay, but I think the layered look really looks more truly lived in, and that is the point of our home. Number 3 is wood furniture or furnishings. I am a big fan of choosing real wood over materials such as particle board or MDF, especially when they're finished in kind of that sleek white finish. The natural tones in wood just immediately add warmth. And even though real wood pieces, especially when purchased new, can cost more, you know that I'm also a big fan of not just buying new. Go to your thrift stores, check Facebook Marketplace, check in with your family, maybe, or friends, maybe they are getting rid of pieces. I have found some beautiful real wood pieces at the thrift store for amazing prices. One of my favorite all-time thrifted finds is a wooden dresser that I got for only $15. Wooden furniture and furnishings often just look sturdier and more solid, and I think round out a room better than some of the other kind of man-made materials. I also would say resist the urge to paint your wood pieces. Now, if painting it is the only thing you can do to salvage it, I kind of get it, but if you don't have to, resist the urge, let that wood shine, and really let that piece bring that warmth and coziness into your home. You don't have to fill your room with wooden pieces, but even just one or two really make a significant difference. Number 4, plants, flowers, florals. If you are a person who loves plants and can keep them alive, that is awesome, but if you are not, that's okay too. There are dried florals, and then there are also faux stems. Faux stems have come a very long way over the last several years. They used to look very artificial, very waxy or shiny, but faux stems have come a long way. Many look very realistic, and they just stand up beautifully because there's really no maintenance. Plants can add texture, they give your eye something to look at, and again, I do think that plants or florals really give a home a more lived-in feeling. You can use these plants or faux stems to maybe introduce a color into your decor that wouldn't be there otherwise, and that also really helps break up a monotonous palette in your home, and they're easy to change out. I also think plants, probably a little bit more so on the real side, do wonders for people who have a hard time over winter when things are really dying off outside and are going dormant. It can be nice to have something in your home that is still living, just to give you that feeling of nature or that spring will come again. And they're also a great conversation piece. A lot of people love plants and florals, so I find that people will often ask about them. If it's a real plant, they'll ask what it is, and if it's a faux stem, they'll kind of ask either where did you get it, but stems and florals just really seem to be a great conversation piece, and again, add that beautiful lived-in element to your home. And number 5 is personal decor that brings in character. There is not anything wrong with buying your decor from just box stores. However, I feel like it ends up taking away character and personality, and that is what really makes a home warm and cozy to me. If you have unique pieces that you got on a trip or you found at the thrift store or a yard sale, those are the pieces that I love to see on display, because they aren't just that piece that came from a mass-produced factory that's going to be in thousands, if not millions of other homes. I know that box store decor has really aimed to make beautiful styling easy, but you're still in there. Your personality, your character, your interests, your hobbies. Pick up pieces from places that are not mass-produced and really represent who you are. One of my favorite things is when I go to someone else's home and I see something, whether it's on a coffee table, a shelf, or an art piece maybe on the wall, and I immediately think, that is so cool, where did that come from? Or what's the story behind it? And this does not mean it has to be expensive. You could even DIY your own art, and it doesn't have to cost much money at all. But those unique pieces are what make our homes special and what really give it character, and again, add warmth and coziness. Alright, so that is my 5 recommendations for warmth and coziness in a space. I am thinking about making this little 5 ways a series where I kind of tackle different recommendations. If this is something that you would be interested in seeing, let me know what 5 recommendations you would like me to give. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, you can subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys for the next video. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Bye, guys.